Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria and I make personal development content here on YouTube. And so in today's video, I wanted to come on here and talk about the importance of not comparing yourself to others. And I think that especially in today's society, when we have a lot of comparison going on, we have a lot of stuff to compare ourselves to, we can easily get caught up in comparison. And what it honestly does is it steals our joy and it steals our actual identity as a whole. And what really prompted this conversation was, or this video was, I was having a conversation with someone, and it was a really great conversation. We're kind of bouncing thoughts off of each other and questions and things of that nature. And she had asked me about how I feel about society these days and how social media takes a toll or plays a part in women and like beauty standards and all these things. And I went on to start talking about, the amount of women that I see getting surgery done and getting lip fillers and feeling like they have to get injections and all these different things, right? And when I was talking to her, though, it really got my mind thinking. And I was like, how do I play a part in this? Like, do I actually feed into these things? And the answer is yes, we naturally feed into these things. I don't go get any surgery done. I am completely myself. I don't wear makeup. Um, I just really care about skincare. So when it comes to skincare, I find myself always buying new products. And it's just it's exhausting. It's honestly exhausting. And as I was talking to her, I went on to talk about how um, I really had to slow down with that because I realized that number one, it was creating a space of comparison where I felt like I had to get these products, or I had to get these things, or I had to look a certain way because this is what everybody else is doing. This is what society is saying is important, and this is what the trend is, and I need to jump on a trend. I need to always be a part of the trends, right? But then in doing that, it also allowed me to start number two operating in competitiveness, right? And it's a very, very, very subconscious way of competitive likeness. And it's a such thing as healthy competition, and then there's a such thing as unhealthy competition. And what we don't realize a lot of times is that social media can play a huge role in us competing with other people, whether we want to or not, or whether we realize it or not. And so the way that I found that it stems or triggers competitiveness, unhealthy competitiveness, is because I find myself saying, okay, if this girl has the latest product and her skin is looking like this, then now she's going to go out in the world and she's going to look better than me. And she's going to um, appear like her skin is going to appear more plump and it's just going to look like she's going to look great, right? And at the end of the day, everyone wants to feel good and everyone wants to look good. But then, if you're out here in this world and you know that people just naturally gravitate and treat people better who who look and appear to be more beautiful and more this and more that, now I'm competing with someone out here in this world, and I'm constantly competing with people that I don't even know. And I'm only doing that for other people. It Yeah, of course, me and my skin looking great and all these things, that's all important to me. Don't get me wrong. You want to feel and look confident. But if you're doing it because you know that other people, you got to figure out where it's stemming from, right? And so if you're doing it because you know other people are going to be looking at you and other people are going to be thinking, well, I'm gonna take the girl with the nicer skin over the girl that doesn't have the nice skin. And that can even come down to like maybe you're in a job interview. And whatever you appear to look like, people don't even pay attention to the inward part of you. It's very, very, very surface level. Everything is just very like outward appearance, right? And so we get so caught up in that. And my philosophy is if you don't like what you see on the outside, you don't even deserve to know what's in the inside, because the inside of me is so much more beautiful, so much more powerful, like so much better than like the outside of me. Like, what? So it's like it also made me think like if I'm surrounding myself with people like that, that like treat people better on the outside, and like that's just so like bleh. Like I just don't like that. So I don't even want to be around people like that anyways. So then it started getting my mind thinking, well, if that's somebody that like I'm trying hard to be around, what's wrong with me? Why do I want to be around somebody like that? The third thing that I realize when it comes to this comparison and competitiveness is that it then makes you feel sad. Like I started realizing, wow, I am over here like spending all this money. I had these completely different goals with this money that I wanted to use. Like I had money saved up to do other things. And now here I am feeding into social media, feeding into what is the trend and what is the beauty standards. And then now I'm going and spending money on something that I didn't even need to do that for. And so it just like helped me to realize too, like, girl, you don't need to do this. Like, this is not making you feel good. This is not making you feel confident. This is not making you feel beautiful. It's a fake confidence. It's a fake beautiful. Because, yeah, you look great on the outside, but then in the inside, you feel like crap. And so the goal is to be both, okay? I want to look good on the outside, but I also want to feel good on the inside. And if I feel like I'm spending all my money trying to appear a certain way on the outside and I feel empty on the inside, it's going to come out in other ways. Because yeah, I may look beautiful on the outside, but then when people talk to me, because I'm so unhappy inside, now I have a nasty attitude, and no one wants to be around somebody with a nasty attitude. So no matter how good you look on the outside, if you got a nasty attitude, no one wants to be around you. And so it's like, yeah, you look great, girl, yeah, you look beautiful, but how do you actually really feel about yourself? And that leads me into the fourth point, is losing your sense of identity. I realized that I didn't even know my identity anymore. Like, and this one really got to me because I used to be like the girl that really knew how to dress. Like people like used to say like, "Oh, like you can really dress. Like you look good. Like like I love how you pick the most like basics things and you always like put them together nicely and da 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 da." And then I started to realize like, "Oh my gosh, like I don't even know who I am anymore. Like I don't even know how I dress anymore. I don't even know any of these things because I'm on social media and I'm seeing this is get this blazer, get this skirt, get this shirt, get this, and it's like, okay, so what do I love to wear again? Like it's like you really lose your sense of self, you lose your sense of identity, and that's not okay. That's not okay. And so I started paying attention to all these things and I've come back to who I truly am. But I just wanted to send this out, this message out to really, to everyone, and especially I think women really we really deal with it the most because like society puts a lot of pressures on us, beauty standards, all those things, and whether we like it or not, we're always like low key competing because like that's just how society has created it for us. But we've got to get back to who we are. And the biggest thing is getting back to how you feel about yourself truly, not about like how other people say you look, not about how other people say you are, but how you truly feel about yourself. Like when you go to bed at night, no matter what people say about you on the outside, like if you go to work and people are like, oh, like this is like you are like great. Like, you're great at your job, this, that, and the third. Yeah, that is great. But do you feel like you're great at your job? Or you're like, oh, this is your calling. Like, this is for you. Like, this is your purpose. Yeah, but do you feel like that's your purpose? Like, are you portraying something that you're not? Are you building your whole life around someone that you really don't like who you are? And that is really what the important thing is. Sit down with yourself. Write out to yourself. Get back to your roots, right? Get back to your groundwork when you were a child. What would 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old you be proud of right now of who you are? And what would 5-year-old, 7-year-old, and 10-year-old of you want to see differently with you? What did 5-year-old you dream of you being? That is who you truly are. That is who you truly want to be, not the person that you felt like society has molded you into being. So that is all I really want to get on here today and talk about, because we got to get it together. Like, we cannot continue to just like live our life really truly unhappy. Like, we have to get back to living our life for us and not trying to live our life for the world. Like, we cannot. Like, who did God say you were? When you are thinking about these things, are you doing these things because you want to fit in with the world, or are you doing these things because you want to feel good within? And when you want to feel good within, that's the most important part. Not about being appeasing to the world. The world is so flip-floppy. One day it's one trend, the other day it's another trend. But who are you truly, even when the world changes? That's the most important part. So for me, like, when I see the trends of like those Balenciaga socks, like sock shoes or whatever, I knew that wasn't for me. Whether that's a trend or not, I knew that was not for me. Like, and that's what you got to get to. What is your true identity? Who are you truly? Don't just go along with things just because it's a trend. What do you really like? Who are you? Seriously, who are you? That's really it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful for you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the description box down below. I'll have my website on there, my services, blog posts, things of that nature. And feel free to, reach out to me if you feel as though like some coaching services may be helpful for you to kind of dive a little bit deeper into this, taking new clients at this time. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.